your mind before you change the way you live and the way you move. So when we said that the revolution would not be televised, we were saying that like it's something that no one will ever be able to capture on film. It'll just be something that you see and all of a sudden you realize I'm on the wrong page and I've got to get in sync with everyone else to understand what's happening in this country. But we still had to fight for what we were looking for, and we still had to go through those channels and those processes.
Yo, slugs burn, cops swerve, bust the Mossberg. Big drug firms bust with bugs on their lock turns. Shots sperm in a black hole. Adolescent tadpoles, the shattered homes, metallic ropes. 7-carat evangelist quotes hang from mechanics for coke who blow hammers. Broken banisters snap from addicts hanging from a rope fabric. I hold the palette with colored notes composed for a soulless ballad, resonating on a ferocious planet. I pose for cameras with ex-felons using hands as weapons. Tad emblems, pictures, their flesh is a street canvas for scriptures. Crucifixes cover bullet wounds with loose clips here. He told me every war lies within a weightless tear. Pictures on his wall of an ancient spear, blowing haze, thinking of escaping here. He made me think about the legacy left in lost African soil by the adversaries of death. From the slums of Adjugale, kids with guns spray with accurate aim. Power lies within the bowel of hate. Child trafficking victims use as blueprints for elusive systems. The truth and wisdom, brothers refuse to speak, still claiming they repute with peace. Pollute the streets, bombs, tear flesh pigment, where corporates invest millions with no one to contest the killings. Souls alleviate from the vessels of feelings. Celestial beginnings of ancient cycles, which just percolates in wisdom's wave tidal. In the shadows of slave tribals, skyscraper night views of a state lights flicker like constellation gate lines with shapes bind beneath the beige shaded sky. I watched the teenage die from a blade shaped with a wood grain vine. Son of a sheikh who prayed 8 times. Saw landscapes with sand caves where a lost carriage awaits to take us from this vast vacant state and mark patterns in space. The last chapter of God's rapture relates like a collage captured on my page. Ink patches of 6 raps from a brick stack flipped on a split axis. The strips of vicious magnet, shots lick or flip lampsticks. Some gang hits, 6 hit down in his glam pit. His hands sit horizontal like Sanskrit, with rooms tailored from the thresholds of hell's vanquished. Is this really hell? The poor is chosen to be frozen in this prison cell. And when the oldest try and tell us we don't listen, fam, only seem to be fighting the symptoms and never going for the plan. Why do we live in hell? I don't know the reason. Blowing weed to alleviate the soul of meaning. Meeting on the corners for the demon. We pledge allegiance for those trying to keep a balance on the sequence. For real. Is this really hell? The poor is chosen to be frozen in this prison cell. And when the oldest try and tell us we don't listen, fam, only seem to be fighting the symptoms and never going for the plan. Why do we live in hell? I don't know the reason. Blowing weed to alleviate the soul of meaning. Meeting on the corners for the demon. We pledge allegiance for those trying to keep a balance on the sequence.
Every time I recite, I stay rockin' that ill shit. Every time I recite, try to understand. Every time I recite, I stay rockin' that ill shit. Every time I recite, try to understand.
Wrote the serenade in my left, the can sprays rain stabbing my flesh. Crafting my loss like Armageddon, the SARS reflection, flooding your heart with the fast weapon. My art's epic, guts full of harsh lessons, bars of perfection in doses. Screw off the top and dissolve like an osmosis, psychosis. Letting off whole clips, shells proliferate for your boldness. It's death orbits the soul's width. Vocals sit on a radiant octave. Face relations with Acadian stock traits. Glock spray of burgundy block shapes, cops chase. Enough of monotonous shockwave spoken amongst prophets who stuff pockets with chop weight. Moroccan drapes with suede floors. My ink postulates on the state wall, spiraling the rims of an A4 on the belligerent landscape, seen through prolific reels of a tan slave buried beneath glyphs and sand grains. Pattern the frame like Nicholas Nortovitz, forced to live with a pernicious orbit. Pitch draws, kick doors, maraud with sick thoughts, thick swords to bore ribs. 5th floor, sick talks to draw sticks to export bricks and disgorge your fortress. Prints on the contours of a 4/5 approaching the court with bounce force and life forms forced through the cordless. Every octave is a colored frame in the portrait. Let's formulate on your mouth, expand plans to stack rise. Fabrics, rap pies, cameras catch niggas through tap lines. From crack lies to black man's life. Push the planet on a landslide, we capsize with straps clap guys. Let's formulate on your mouth, expand plans to stack rise. Fabrics, rap pies, cameras catch niggas through tap lines. From crack lies to black man's life. Push the planet on a landslide, we capsize with straps, clap guys. I rock dark gold from Malaysia, sharp pokers and razors, broad shoulders, past solar rars to creator. Epilogues of a lost poet's behavior. Palm scrape the tarmac, carve of attacks, craft the macabre. Half Asian Michaela, blowing my name up. Twist horse from the shores of Grenada, grip the forces of nature, euphorian vapors. Gridlock estate, corner debaters, relying on this phone to vibrate for two flavors. Arms deflating, putting my target to leave a carcass on the pavement. Let's part with marksman in the basement. Tip past the point of a shaman when the shackles aligned. 99 I couldn't design. Now I'm painting portals, the dirty kick snares and chord loops. Systematically balanced off raw truth with a Glock blows. Scraping my flesh on walls of lost hope. A mask corrupt souls. Cops watch with a box sold. Some floss gold with a mouth full of death. Heartless print head over my chest. Nothing but left to stumble your steps. Do you stagger in my perception? Often apostles reflection. Frost essence, lost shepherds. Filter plots and cut weapons. Pop in your top section. Approximate clock second and drop from a lost heaven. We prophets with God's venom and shotting on block 7. The rock settling for guap like Thomas Edison. Let's formulate on your mouth. Expand plans to stack rise. Fabrics, rap pies. Cameras catch niggas through tap lines. From crack lies to black man's life. Push the planet on a landslide. We capsize with straps, clap guys. Let's formulate on your mouth. Expand plans to stack rise. Fabrics, rap pies. Cameras catch niggas through tap lines. From crack lies to black man's life. Push the planet on a landslide. We capsize with straps, clap guys. Clap guys, clap guys.
Every time I recite, I stay rocking that ill shit. Every time I recite, try to understand.
God bless. God bless. Allah bless. 7 Jesus. Where you at, I've gone. Where you been, I've left. Utilize my experience and guide your step.
Oh, the soul to feel. Push past the path, the bone, the speed.
Yo, pushbacks, knives and pistols, burst pipes with slight dribbles. You see a trial in every white crystal. Reinforced walls and torn ceilings. Doors kicked off. 6 cops, raiders, kids watch, blow the hinge off. Recluse Christian in a wheelchair slump, forever drunk. Watching the shutters making profit from punk. Never raised his kids in the same blazer he wore in 86. They craved his wisdom. Separation made it too late to miss him. Hand the tools out the shoebox to fix the hole in the rooftop. Fahrenheit below 7, snow settling. Soldiers come home to coke and heroin. Suicidal scarred memoirs of old veterans with piss-stained patches. Endless tablets placed in the mattress. Kids play chained to an estate passage to the grave captures, and the cycle births a newborn. The root of a black rose still grows in a bed of thorns.
Oh, the soul to feel. Push past the path, the road, the speed. For the soul to feel. Push past the path, the road, the speed.
It's like the brain harbors the message, the mind will imagine. Infinite matter to explore in celestial patterns. Once it's destroyed in the void from a devilish habit. He came home, sniffed snow, now he's on a madness. Stumbled over his mom's ornament standing. Tobacco wraps and tablets in the prison bag placed with a pamphlet. Inside it said a prophet's risen and the clock is ticking. Embrace the cross of a Christian, to be saved is his proposition. Cops whistling and wave when they drove by, reminiscing that time they smacked his head off a road sign. Caught with a cold line, bus doors when he heard talks of brothers holding a gold mine. Point parallel to where they hold lines, sticking mans and sniffing grams. Description of a prophet appears as a silhouette in this logic. Used to watch his brother cop bricks and fuck losses in the top lift. Screams echoes in the stairs, 2 cups of smeared off, wipe the stain off your beard. Pops used to grab his mother by her hair, throw her down the stairs. several drug spots within the south regions to grow crops in the drought season. He bowed to heathens with prolific names, gangsters who played in sadistic games. Some snitch got stripped to their name. A spirit came to his mum on the night he was killed. Something ain't right, she could feel like the steel he was blown with. Hands shaking as she tries to phone him. A seismic myriad of emotion, like the unremittent vigorous wave in the ocean. I watched him in the grave, never late with his face swollen. Bullets exchanged with a slave in the frame of an omen. My pages soaked in the tears of a disconsolate empress. Eased her son's face back on the coffin's headrest after she sealed it with a mark. For now we part as 6 guards carried his dead flesh across the graveyard.
Oh, the soul to feel. Push past the blood, the road, the street.
7 years for the soul.
The soul to feel.
Pain runs deep.
Push past the blood, the road, the street.
Dedicated to Miss Richmond. Lost a son, February 7th, 2011. Dedicated to Miss Robinson. Lost a son, May 4th, 2011. Blues for the souls deep. I don't understand the real plan. To uprise, uplift, Jesus. Dragging my pen, project terrific scenes captured in a stem of raw chapters from the malice of men. Leaking abdomen, sharp daggers from manners that handle them. Stiff mannequins, grip hammers and piss paraffin with idle peers. Lit idols with spirals in their hair. Spill rivals and fill vitals with beer. That's the block though. Drunk off a Sauvignon and Blanc though. So watch kilos cop feed the block and the rot souls. Some lying hearses. Spin the tape back to write verses. Horizontal lines on the iron surface. Spines burst for a biased purpose. Like the virus in the churches. Body spit lines then hide the burners. Forensic ties to a violent murder. Lines tapped over rulership. Pine bats by the latch of a fugitive. Flights back with a batch in the uterus. Abusive kids. Chrome plated tooth wearing blue like a ruthless crip. Tried to school him with some truth in his foolishness. Think about how many brothers we lost. All he talks is finding niggas you shot. Tie him up and put the 9 to they knot. Me it bothers, cause I know he's in it for drama. Living for respect, death's gonna get him with karma. So I spoke to him, the signs said that move needs improving. Plus they know where your moms lives and how you're moving. Know he heard but the words I choose didn't move him. The loss of self in exchange for power and illusions. His repercussions are parallel to my solution. I think I'm gonna lose him. Yo, I'm a cell permeating through a perished organism. Grappling the truth's root but getting stung by the symptom. I'm a shadow of a prophet's pen stroked in the cosmos. Mimicking the God's scroll, pivot in the crossroads. A cell permeating through a perished organism. Grappling the truth's root but getting stung by the symptom. I'm a shadow of a prophet's pen stroked in the cosmos. Mimicking the God's scroll, pivot in the crossroads. My mind's a rough draft of a large zinc. Spin on villains with tough hearts. The extension of my body's a pillar. Blood is Bomine, eyes are Bobby Seals. Copper tone, pop chrome, somebody spilled. Prophets are killed. Hidden projects in Brazil. Hoods flooded with clinics. Plans of eradicating the black race for eugenics. While the rest of us occupy the space in the prisons. Bleeding on the suede floor we cape for in our vision. Moms hate me cause I wasn't handsome. Too black for a mother to call me grandson. Left me abandoned with dreams of expanding. Even if it means blowing a couple hollows at Mandem. Hold them at ransom cause I was past nothing to inherit. But the scarred memories I embellish from every spark melody on my terrace. Labeled as genic, try to tell us we can't read. Sterilized stars in our youth and had us hanging from palm trees. But now we blast free, leaving a part of your cartilage in the car seat. Screw a nigga down when he passed me. See, we the last breed without balance and force. I'm a rise conspiring to silence Malachi. He taught how to invert the earth's elements before the converge of German regiments. And the purpose of melanin, giving birth to medicine. We studied the first serpent specimen, links between the curse of intelligence to the words of the president. Convert murders and circling tenements, illegal works to further their measurement, and spread racial genocide without violence. Victimized by psychological crimes in my environment. Was never taught on how we fought pirates. Took the Zodiac board and times it, so 24 in my lineage, and studied the real meaning behind it to embrace what I'm in line with. Yo, I'm a cell permeating through a perished organism, grappling the truth's root but getting stung by the symptom. I'm a shadow of a prophet's pen stroked in the cosmos, mimicking the God scroll, pivoting the crossroads. A cell permeating through a perished organism, grappling the truth's root but getting stung by the symptom. I'm a shadow of a prophet's pen stroked in the cosmos, mimicking the God scroll, pivoting the crossroads. Colored in guilt, roll with Cyrus. You met me when I was the cold and nicest. Late nights poking where your body holds your fibers. Shutting those are hybrids, licking stones across distant oceans you provided. Silk woven eyelids, what maps the soul that bestows inside it. Like a binary star, solar alignment. Thinking if she's focused I could wife it. Close your iris as we lean on a wooden door. I lift your leg with my flesh pressed on your cushioned walls and slide between your tailored fabric. Pussy paint stains the mattress, stabbing the core space of your axis. Couple bags flipped on the phone, calling a cab quick. My plans fit in love steady. stencil as I twist the latchstick. Your feminine fat rips, the pattern in your pants stitch from where your back dips. Contours in all the right places. Eyes like a messiah's oasis. Idle haystacks showed you scribes from Elijah's pages. Bags of rice, dice and crayfish, questioning life's equation. On an island of residing Asians, the unbalanced relations defines common polarities of things that I wish would abandon me. You want a family, I had to stop shotting before the cops come and capture me and grip me like a spatula and disband my salary.
I don't crave perfection, no, not me. But what you gave in my perception's all I need. I don't crave perfection, no, not me. But what you gave in my perception's all I need.
Peaking colored linen, fresh hair ones with Arabic gum stitching. The sun glistens as flowers put blushes on your rum pigment. What hovers distant is a past you fear no man can relate. Scallops and grapes, mansions in Paris with gates. Hands on your waist, rubbing 2 inches above your ovaries. Your strokes an esoteric blanket, caressing the soul with the pulses in your handprint. Soft as an emollient, exposed in the sandprint. Chosen to stand in a poet's soak sheet, written in magnolia and oak leaves. My soul bleeds infinite sentiments on every stroked weave. Your aura's peach with distorted contortions we all perceive. I wanna share that with you, but wanting this career is an issue. With infinite visions like a prison through crystals. Twin pillars with glyphs depict the things we grip to and hold sacred. Like a monoatomic bracelet, carved with the same ink I used to stroke the page with.
I don't crave perfection, no, not me. But what you gave in my perception's all I need. I don't crave perfection, no, not me. But what you gave in my perception's all I need.
Them to bastard fatherless men. Depart to Shem, use scalpels to carve gems, form planets. Pick locks, the doors banish. Shape shifting the state bricks from war's package. Cause madness in the soundless dawn. Body bags wrapped in council porn. Put my trust in the powerful force. My punishment couldn't fathom in court. Forced to divorce the street character. Sweet talking and lawless barrister. Enforcements endorse war strips. Course shifting and caution. Lips taught to kick doors for shitty portions. Orbiting your perimeter. A master of the obvious ligature. Cross another acquiescent picture. Compose fragments, chose from ambient mixtures. Frozen arrogance, posed with biscuits. I decoded in the cult scripture. They wish to oppose an infants. What embodies the chromosomes mystic. Frames tailored to fit the bones of a monotheistic. Spitting silkworms, bowels to feed your vows through syringes. Troll idols holistic. Blow your title off its hinges. Where the soul resides in the distance.
We shine like distant stars on the horizon. Craft this art from the path of Orion.
Crack bubbles and jars.
Straps leave you with scars.
Life's hard in this heartless island. Shine like distant stars on the horizon. Craft this art from the path of Orion. Crack bubbles and jars. Straps leave you with scars.
Life's hard on this heartless island. We're all drowning in tyranny. The definitive soliloquy. My pen strokes like kaleidoscope soaked in villainous imagery. Triple dart the completion of my synergy. Carve a dart lyrically like the house of flying daggers. My 50 fiery fists pound the crown of rappers. I'm a jagged hatchet looking at your attic. Nuclear waste in my paint palette. Frame it panoramic. Streets are crawling with addicts. Fogs beefing over drug patches. Slang bits and fat clips trying to stack chips. For dough, man, I snatch your soul with stack blips. On the blocks we're dropping like flies. Through my optics I watch a macrocosmic genocide. Centralized inside telescopic rams. My rap fabric be the dopest beat. Pure opium sown in the scene. Like Victorian tea parties. Exposed to beasts like financial oligarchies. Who engineer economic recession. On tracks you're genetically recessive. I'm a thoroughbred. I leave you leaking the color red. Swinging meat cleavers at you puppets' heads. Your concepts are shapeless like heaps of clay. My bars are everlasting like mitochondrial DNA. Infinite like the figure of 8. Vintage, digging in the crates. That's why I lay my best page over chest breaks. Over chest breaks. We shine like distant stars on the horizon. Craft this art from the path of Orion.
Crack bubbles and jars.
Straps leave you with scars.
Life's hardest island. Shine like distant stars on the horizon. Craft this art from the path of Orion. Crack bubbles and jars. Straps leave you with scars.
Life's hard on this heartless island.
Yeah, orphan kings of Kush, neatly push weight. Polly in the block courts, lacing shots. The echo in the lobby. Another body found in the ground, left frozen from a swollen Glock. When words turn to poison, boiling hot. Observe the celestial gods in this cosmic arena. Muster strength from a Siberian ox. Was an 8 diamond piece, or simply a figure of speech? Hour later, whole area red and white tape. Army of J swarming, early morning, circling similar to buzzers. Fam, you got no idea, I swear. You thought Lorenzo's baby's cousin. Beer back with no rubbers. She barely 16, Christine. Always bragging how he plucked it. Real pretty galley left the face busted. Coming like it's cake and custard. Brain locked up in pyramidal structures like the Illuminati. Sun held heats like the desert of Mugabe. You can barely trust them, fam. Snaked a lot of man and kept them thoughts concealed beneath the surface. Too much loyalty can kill. Busting Uis behind the wheels like a shoe mat. Bookie on the ends, chilling with some new cats. I heard they pour sugar in his fuel tank. Now we asking where the tools at. Paper trails, footsteps through Siberian blizzards. Stanley Carter and the throat of your missus. In the worst way, sun chose to glisten. Hard candy over the stove, in the kitchen. Man staying in the kitchen.
Shine like distant stars on the horizon. Craft this art from the path of Orion.
Crack bubbles and jars.
Straps leave you with scars.
Life's hardest island. Shine like distant stars on the horizon. Craft this art from the path of Orion. Crack bubbles and jars. Straps leave you with scars.
Life's hard on this heartless island.
Mars, baby. Fuck that. Yeah. Let me get that, my nigga. Yeah. Check it. Yo. Grind and shimmer, mind like an organized crime figure. Pie slinger, raps, George Steinbrenner, $1 million rhyme printer, white wine sipper, fly slipper, big time flipper like Guy Fisher. Silences on the nines, whisper like a shy sister. Bang iron to the palm blister. Still the flyers from my shows, hold still the flyers. I'm too ill for you to kill a virus. Look in the killer's iris. The size of holes left in you like a silver dollar. On how to win minds filled with knowledge. Mind filled around the cottage. Fuck how you feel about it. I'm trying to fill a wallet until it's brolic. Knob get polished by the most exotic. Hoes with promise. My Benz got leather and oak inside it. Coke measuring no consignment. Cause when you was broke, I find it hard to remain open-minded. Hoping God is a road for riders that live by the code and honor. That don't end in molten lava. I know a lot of hoes that got a gang of tricks like globetrotters to give good dome with the saliva. Dip the Prada, but who am I to try to knock her from balling like a knickerbocker? Bank deposits, phone pots, silver and copper. Proper, rock you to sleep like a toddler, boy. I'm in joy, nuts you a full-time mama's boy. Death ritual, farm McCoy. Play with trucks like Tonka toy, them boys moist. I pop you up for a small coin. He caught 4 in the groin, 1 in the loin. He made a noise, I stayed poised. Corduroys, tell every pirate on board a hoard.
Tongue kiss a plutonium lip. Bell skip for ships of opium grips. A polar shift. Shotties explode discs. Running from a solar eclipse. Snipe your pawn out. Forces combust when planets fall out. Submerged in dirt with bowels orbit like a dusty vinyl. Lust sluts who crave fucks with holographic titles. Wheels hugging the sidewalk. Nozzle as long as beef with a stubborn rival. Stuck in depressed chambers. Ropes hanging from death's neighbors. Fruits are stale and unflavored. Mind frames plagued with speculations. Algebraic equations with palm sizzle. Muffler zip through a hard drizzle. Chisel bars of crystal. Charts of ritual. Shards of glass rip apart the darkest tissue. Third eyes my father's visual. Sharpen glass blades to slice pythons in the garden. Sacrifice the sire's organ. Diaphragms of organ. Vatican marksman. Tear skies with solar flares. Fast as a photonic glare. A subatomic sphere. Standing ovations at Satan's arraignment. Chunky shells of uranium. Compose and aim again. Low fades, gold chains that choke veins. Boats and planes, blows comatose your brain from young. Boxed in a 20-ton slum. 11 guns, elegant sons. Blessed Ralph Ellison's tongue. Accurate aim, cram your frame in acetate. Lamp to acid rain, cock the hammer with fabulous range like Maximus Payne. Graduate, draw chapters with liquid potassium. Immaculate, metallic amulet. Back and piff with a fractured wrist with a canvas twist. Batman's attached to clip, better back your lip. Couple backs to split, gammas hit when we landed at 6. Balance planets and what captures the disc. Back and piff with a fractured wrist with a canvas twist. Gravel pit, savages sniff, grams to shift. Couple bags to split, gammas hit when we landed at 6. Balance planets and what captures the disc. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall forever upon your fields. Born with the darkest idol, traumatized father sparked to idol. The second bastard born in karma's title. Bless my aunt, she kept palms and Bibles. Slept with scars and rivals, licking cars from pet norm for titles. Feds around the ends armed with rifles, Mars disciples. Heartless ride the phallus hard at nightfall. Behind walls, crack pipe pools, tap line moves. Flat lines for black nines that shoot. Tats on his back, spying from a gang tie recruit. 9-year-old backsides like ripe fruit. She hides the loot, dump the 9 in the boot. Liquidized highs, late nights riding with hybrid crews. Spiraling conniving routes, tyrant crews. See man's tired for man-made lies. Bastard his ride, guns spat from the side. Fate on the acid, stuffed down an alkaline compressor. Stress puts his mother on a stretcher. Calmer temper, calmest pressure. Stuck in the Mason Masters architecture. I lost the money textures. Plus yards of drink bars with 6 sharks beneath the dresser. Ask my lecture for tarnished brass arm injectors. Spin the rim around to Knox catchers. Piranhas who let the past infect us. Scammers with corn rolls, tapping in 4 O's. Cameras catching the bought souls trapped in the sword code. I touch roll with a turbulent soul burning me slow. Raise my cup, place my trust in the circle of foes. Amongst fear, love and war, lust, hate, we chase papers. Till the streets rot my brain like aspartame chasers. I touch roll with a turbulent soul burning me slow. Raise my cup, place my trust in the circle of foes. Amongst fear, love and war, lust, hate, we chase papers. Till the streets rot my brain like aspartame chasers. She's out picking her skin with an illness. All she craves is earth and water. Trying to raise her son's kids with a daughter. 4 of us never knew pups. Broad shoulders, taller than my oldest. Way she taught us was rough. Promised to never let her see me in cuffs. She brought us up, Helen Lakeside. Flat 27, things ain't right. Mothers dump us on pavement, social services take rights. Court cases, glazed eyes, days I cried, age 5. Drained inside with a sour face. 05 devoured my taste. Banging out ways to escape. Always depressed with a big nose poking my chest. Low fades with waves, blowing haze, owning respect. Stop listening listening to my grandma and caused her a stroke. Left home in my late teens, started serving up dro. Case closed, handing my line up to brothers in West End. May showed me the roads to take, O's to invest in. Rested with henchmen, bench press 10 with tension. Dressed in French linen, dropping pork was the beginning. I started reading books and now the world's spinning. Knowledge that gained in my dome replaced the homemade for sinning. VO sent from brothers in prison, caused friction, the streets talking. Stayed with my aunt before she had abortion. She talked with caution, held me like a son, never felt she wasn't forcing. She only wanted me to prosper. All the bridges I burnt, my ways was fucked up. If I run, I'm scared. If I stay, I'm dead. I touch road with a turbulent soul, burning me slow. Raise my cup, place my trust in the circle of foes. Amongst fear, love, and war, lust, hate, we chase papers till the streets rot my brain like aspartame chasers. I touch road with a turbulent soul, burning me slow. Raise my cup, place my trust in the circle of foes. Amongst fear, love, and war, lust, hate, we chase papers till the streets rot my brain like aspartame chasers. Yeah. Till the streets rot my brain like aspartame chasers. Pressing your jaw against the floor surface. 4 in the morning, storm like water submerges, making my daughter nervous. Forging a permit, if I don't comply, the jurisdiction laws are made worthless. I was birthed as a natural person, complying to the laws of my divine purpose. Took right turns to learn this, a righteous servant. Saw life behind an iron curtain, watching brothers awaiting the night for a verdict, treated like vermin. Beaten like his keys we serving, left a leak in the cells. Blood seeps for our detergent. Gang wars to drug seizures, used to fund police stations, shot tanks to Middle Eastern regions. The shots blow at civilian legions. They block roads for familiar reasons, unlock codes in particular seasons. Sick of this wine trying to make me feel fearful. Always got me staring through my rear view. It all adds up in statistics. It's big business to get you shifted. This wretched state depends on how many arrests they make. Have the nerve to call this a terrorist state when you're holding 45 Mac 11s and 38s, circling the states, ready to purge on the nigga's fate. Throw me on the turf and put the dirt to my face. Has freedom got a shotgun? 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 Well, you better go get it if you ain't got one. Has freedom got a shotgun? 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 Well, you better go get it if you ain't got one. The same nigga was always quick to stab a brother, never did shit when he got his hands bent behind the covers. That same nigga was always quick to screw a next man down, never made a sound when he got his head pressed in the ground. Laid on a stretcher, boy them skated in a veteran. Still caught a case, left spraying from the neck up. Worried about your fucking chain and how you dress up. Should be understanding the laws and the cause of your servant protector. How they learn to neglect us. When there's brothers bursting off suppressors, innocent murders in the urban sector. Left my wrist torn, put me with 4 in the van. You just a fucking pawn in the plan, supposedly upholding the law of the land. Throw me on the wall and call more of your fam. Trying to put me in a frame with a sword in my hand. Drug raids to legitimate robberies. Profits in the pockets of politicians with big properties. Sick of this hypocrisy, oppressive state they call democracy. They probably got me in the aim now to pop a shot at me and won't tell. My grandfather died in a cold cell. I say fuck the Poe in every show my soul dwells. Has freedom got a shotgun? 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 Well, you better go get it if you ain't got one. Has freedom got a shotgun? 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 Has freedom got a private forces to pay the debt. They started using lives as resources. Birth certificate station worth for new endorses. Medical records of deaths, arrests and abortions are all for sale. You won't even make it to a court cell like they did to Smiley C. Menendez and Sean Bell. Next time they bring you to a station, ask the difference between the law of the land and legislation. Laughing at my words and interrogating my patience to cover up the fact they can't answer my information. See, most feds don't understand the regulation, and they depend on man's ignorance to ratify falsification. See, the approach and the objective is profits. Parasites sucking from the host who endeavors the project. It's logic for them to stay maliciously covert when they're writing new laws in these traditional code words. Has freedom got a shotgun? 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 Well, you better go get it if you ain't got one. Has freedom got a shotgun? 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 Well, you better go get it if you ain't got one.
Just remember this, see, the police department is a company that runs based on a profit for stakeholders and corporate owners. It's a big business to get you a trial. They depend on crime to make money. When they approach you, the objective is profits. Corporate officers, an organized democracy, a police state.
At Haymarket, nearest cross Scotland Street. All about man, all about equals this place.
You're just minding your biz, and then they roll up, 10 in a wagon with hands and battens, dragging your coat up. They put their hands on your clavicles, grabbing your throat up. They approach with anger to put holes in your coat fabric and decompose your skin tone over your bone matter like it don't matter. They wish they could breach codes to deceive peace and keep souls in sheep's clothes under mystiques of elite holes. My acceptance facetious for symmetrical reasons. My intervention is deemed to bust hammers of federal tenements to the interdimensional confederates that run the system as we collapse in the weight mass of our own ignorance. I spit for prison carnivorous men in the hole. Without the masses they could never even fathom control.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, the King Cyrus. Penning bars like gem stars over rich papyrus. Obelisk in your bitch vaginas. Flipping writtens like bricks of China. I hear the hiss of the vapor. He grips the fifth in the tinted bimmer. Slick recliners, vicious riders. Pumping slugs in your muscle fibers. From Russian devices. Public dividers corrupt the ratchets. On these stone roads where opium sold. The lost dreams of concrete. Coppers creep. Diabolic locked in the beast. Kaleidoscopic ink blotch on the sheet. Look inside my son, it's to see. Poverty's decree. The honesty in the street. Tears of blood we solemnly weep. On A4, I'm a chainsaw. Painted state wars, the gauge wars. Like an African lion. Blacks collapsing, cardiac dying. Our forefathers mapped to Ryan. Now we clap the iron. Trying to stack on this callous island. My fucks are wildin'.
Yo. She tilts her head at promiscuous angles, lips dangle, sticks with resilient handles, bodies carved deep like autistic vandals, hang you over 6 candles, the psychological Samaleo, trapped in hell's nucleus, orbiting 8 shells of a Nubian, mesophilic prints on the iron gauge, heads get popped beneath Orion's gate, he burst the circular vein with a perpendicular aim, face purple like Berkowitz, bones marinated earth's pit, feast from the Valley of Kings, stuffed grams and cuffs around their hands like Byzantium links, anti-clockwise conditioning, in the east to rewire his meridian. 7 years rotten with no appeal. His father sold still. Shanked a couple harlots. He seed sold in the harvest. Feeling honored with a back bigger than Rasheed Wallace. Bench pressing an ox with 6 profits. Came home with 8 in his deposit. They wiretapped the words from his jaw. Ready to blast any man through a glass door. An avatar of a Narc's war. Tailored in a social silhouette like Dark 4. Blueprints on the blackboard. To lick a Battenberg's head off the dashboard. And splash with the cash drawn between fam. We starve rumors of oxygen like the Bohemian plan. Couple moves lined up for when I land. Standing horizontal balance. Blow smoke that floats like I'm a monsoon's challenge.
My mind's herb stimulated, but I'm never jaded. I'm not an imitation, it's the rude awakening. Sleepwalker, frozen at the top of the stair. Read your mind with an effortless stare. It's Donnie Dark, jumbo jet crash through the rooftop. Horrific like a head popped off with 2 shots. 7 chopped up the loop like a master chef blessed. I came with the architect spec. Cement all the brickwork, start start from the ground up. 28 grams in my lung, another ounce puff. 63 combos, 2 for every quarter. The Motown Michael, my moonwalk's water. H2 break through your shields and defenses. Blaze Zeus under red moons, park benches. Graphed up, stained with the ink that was permanent. Jetting through my life in a flash, I'm feeling turbulence. Clutching on my mic, I attack. Sudden impact, broken rig, shattered and cracked. It's the death stroke, winning is a probable cause. I've got finesse, bro, pen and quotes with an info. Watch I get low.
We tear up the road like lions. Blue sirens, violence, shots lick, light up the tyrants. Hit hammers like a woodwork shop, 9mm Glock. Derringer in each pocket, messenger hell's prophet. Sword swing, take all the profits. Take pot shots at your boss. Holding account, heckler and kosh, so I never run out of ammo. Army fatigue, desert storm camo. Cambodia, hood Rambo. Spray up your tinted Lambo. Even a genius need a bankroll. Split your fruit, sweet mango. Like a hillbilly string of banjo. They don't like our kind, that's fine. Step back, this the art of rhyme. Built in the streets of crime. Cultivated in the hearts of grime. Speared by the dagger of mankind. Strap on his side, 6 to 9. He'll be out when he's 45. The 4-5, howl in the moonlight. Silver rounds, drug spots on the outskirts of town. The dilemma of the apostles. Gun runners, seedy brothels. Kicks off, knives and broken bottles. Full throttle, you're caught up in no man's land. Triple darkness, I dare you to fuck with the fam. Are you fucking mad?
Yo, right, Stencil, get me though, bringing it back to the essence. Anatomy Productions, you get me, yo. Yeah, yo. Handcuffed behind the wall, bolts fling off a door. Couple ounces in the black box, hammers and drawers. 10 hours before the fall, he taught power would cause. Lifeless hallways, the winds block the dirt in the doorway. We loop samples underneath from us with a poor play. Fiends blood on the floor stained, the state war games. Made a fraudulent exchange, swerving on board lanes. Dumped the Ford before the law came. Prayed to board a plane, drunk in a court case. Spoke of peace with a war face. Living death like a pale face on a cross chain. Like Dionysus, fallen from the age of Pisces. Baptized in the white sheet, midnight streets. In the hype he caught a knife in his fleece. Earth, winds, fires release. Hypnotized by the beast. Prophesized like Mothman. Sumerian footsteps across sand. Sipping burdock, rocking the lost land. Brothers with glocks tucked in their pants. Preposterous plans. Hollows ripped for your man, bam. Diabolical gang slang, speak like Pierre Van. Every hair strand in your face resembles a snake. I draw paganistic hell like a velvet drape where elders relate. 13 steps from a hell's gate. MCs bend like an L shape to impress the pale face.
I'm an inhuman darkoid, space gate, fake illusions. Alien crash, they dash. I track the movements, the hornets fire hive. My demons colonize, surprise. Secret clearance, compromise. Ball and chain symphony, space age architecture. My skin Anunnaki texture. Planet centers inhabited and hollow. Made love to the stars, sorrow. Where I go, motherships follow. Low flying craft. I hunt in my Ombu mask. Stab the paragraph and laugh. All is dark, just how I like it. Strike though a bolt of lightning. Shaolin Python, Asgardian Ghost Viking. Everything is timing. TikTok, lick shots, black locks. Mac pops, lair of the black frost. Voice box, icy tangle. Pistol grip, microphone handle. The dim lit castle candle. Vinyl vandal in the cosmos where I hang you. Lynch you on Mars. Mossbergs poke out the car, metal protrude. You really think that's the moon? You're just a goon, no grace, no mind state. Generate hate, fist of the ice age. Old and cold, moan ligature with bones. Skeleton murder, anatomy of the further. Pulling M9, you die, the soul merger.
Foul streets, wild feet, you count peace and bow east. They put the machine to your mouthpiece in the drought eat, no crowd speak. Souls blown like drove folded in cloud sheets. Some found peace, facing the trial in the southeast. European capital, crown beast is where they count keys. Foul streets, wild thieves, you count peace and bow east. Put the machine to your mouthpiece in the drought east. No crowd speak, souls blown like drove folded in cloud sheets. Some found peace, facing the trial in the southeast. European capital, crown beast is where they count keys. Count keys, count keys, count keys.
in my head. This one, right here. I think that it is not really a tumor, that it is in fact a new organ, a new part of the brain.
Yo. I appeared ashamed and nervous, standing at the gates of my brain circuit. Planets arranged beneath the cranium surface, led by sages with pagan servants, faces with turbans, blood stains on frame paintings of Persians, Malaysian virgins, nurture the vines of disconsolate roots of stress, from galaxies with holes in their flesh, approaching the steps. Knocked the pill painting off the door as I opened it left. Between the interweaving cortex, beneath the floorboards is where I saw death. Headless in the cold passage, as his guts expose acid. The night stops, the solar revolving the atlas. Ghost forms in the smoke, swarms of the chalice. Dogan tablets, in the walls quote the madness. Cold kids gambling, betting my brain cells to save from famine. Walk past the slave hanging with the face of Ammon, swinging like a pendulum in the cabin. Screams of torture in the endless hallway. Watch the jinns dance in the seance as the chords play. The Ouija board breaks, the storm shakes the crooked mansion. Hooded phantoms circle in the core space of my expansion. Orbiting my protruity gland stem, haunted with madmen who slaughter and burn whores with Victoria lanterns. I face the court standing, awaiting fate in a reinforced frame of granite with tortured slaves and addicts.
I killed a man who killed a man. Well, maybe I didn't kill him. I can never know for sure if I killed him or not. Only not knowing is maybe worse than knowing.
After all, there is nothing real outside our perception of reality.
I can never know for sure if I killed him or not. Only not knowing is maybe worse than knowing.
Standing in the strands of my medulla, 7 gangsters fill the room up with straps to shoot up. Counting cash behind my gland spans a tumor, filled with star clusters beneath a magnetic storm born to form combustion. I walk towards a substance, past abortion, war and corruption, staring through my cortex circumference and balance fiends, swallowing aspirins with antifreeze. Memory banks bury the fabrics of a tamper dream, wrapped between the vibratory molecules of a conscious thought in solitude. He wore solid jewels with comets flying on cobblestone rocks beneath a gothic light, peering over doctors in white, dragging bodies from graveyards, splicing genetics behind the stained glass. My mind's the karma, worshipped by the shrines of Shambhala, full of psychotic carvers and crime sagas like writers from Harvard, vipers and harlots, primers who target, like the battle between Osiris and darkness. Modern life is so heartless, thunder and light stabs the third eye's compartment, which envelops the seat of the soul, dressed in an electric velvet robe, staring through an etheric telescope. The lens auras a death smell, cornrows resemble chemtrails on dead males, some holotip shells, watching murders perfect stealth under a dress veil, deceiving truth, feeding off social unrest like Indonesian troops in East Timor. My cavity streams the eastern seaboard, looping heartbeats on keyboards, holes carved in concrete floor from C4, and minds planted, blew the limbs of a child in a search to find harvest. Another life tarnished, 6 billion bloodlines scribed on parchment, defines reasons why all life binds from carbon. All life binds from carbon.
I killed a man who killed a man. Well, maybe I didn't kill him. I can never know for sure if I killed him or not. Only not knowing is maybe worse than knowing.
After all, there is nothing real outside our perception of reality.
I can never know for sure if I killed him or not. Only not knowing is maybe worse than knowing.
There was a man, he was begging and pleading and praying, and he was pleased God and all over the place. So I told him he could have a half hour to pray to God, and if God could come down and change the circumstances. But God never showed up, and he never changed the circumstances.
Every time I recite, I stay rocking that ill shit. Every time I recite, try to understand. Every time I recite, I stay rocking that ill shit. Every time I recite, try to understand. time I recite. I stay rocking that ill shit. Every time I recite, try to understand.